Or is it gross profit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, great question.
You're seeing these debates, and I'm always like, I'm just curious.
So a couple of things, and there's a very, very talented young businessman in church, at my church, and we sang on the worship team together this weekend, and between services, we were sitting and talking, and I was asking him how business was going, and he's crushing it, and we literally had this conversation. So I just had this 3 days ago. So the advice that I have been given and that I gave to him is, if you're running a legitimate business where you have a business account where you pay your employees and you have revenue come in and out and all the expenses, and you pay yourself out of that, you tithe on whatever that gross amount that comes over to your personal account is. Because eventually, whatever is real income, real profit is going to come over to your personal account. And it may come in regular salary payments, and you give 10% of whatever that gross number is. If that's $100, you're going to pay some taxes, you're going to pay your rent, you're going to do all your mortgage, everything, but 10% of that. And then you're going to get quarterly or annual profit distributions that are going to come from there and go over here. If they stay in the business and they get reinvested, they're getting reinvested to create more revenue and more profit in the future that will ultimately come over to you. Now, that's my take on it. That's the advice I've been given. That's been what we do. Frankly, I haven't taken any money out in the last 20 months. And so it's been hard for me because I want to support our church. I want to tithe on that, but there's nothing to tithe on. And so, my wife has some incomes that we get to tithe. So anyhow, that's what I would say. Now we also, out of the business, we do generosity, right? So we support different organizations and ministries out of that. That's a business function though, not a personal Perry family, personal Steve Perry relationship with God, obedience and tithing thing.
I love it. Fascinating.